Hey guys, today we have a ZTE Blade ZMAX. This one is from Metro PCS, I believe. And the customer just brought to me on a, the device was working good, they stated, and there was no issue. Now it looks like it's got some drop damage though, for not having any issue. But they're stating, and I just turned off the device right now, they're stating that there's connectivity issues, even though it was unlocked from Metro or T-Mobile, and now they're using it on AT&T, so that, I imagine, is probably just an APN setting issue that no one showed them how to reset the APN settings. That's what I assume. But there was another issue that tends to be a little bit common with more particularly the older ZTEs, and that's going to be the microphone issue. They're saying that they can hear people fine, it's just people are not able to hear them, but if they go on speaker, then the people can hear the customer. So we're gonna pop this open really quick, and I've already kind of identified it, but this would be just kind of a way to see how people get in these. The good thing about the ZTEs here is that I'm not proving this point well, but they have a little plastic backing with just a tad bit of adhesive in the back, and the rest is just held on by these little clips here. So if you can get in there, it's really not that hard. You can warm it up if you need. This one has been opened before, so I don't think there's going to be a need for that much warming up. But you just kind of work your way around all the little edges here, and they'll just pop out of place here. It's really, really, really easy to get these ones out. Like the other ZTE models, the ZTE Blade has a very, very separated logic board from the daughter board that don't really connect. Ooh, I didn't pull too hard on that. They don't really connect like by a large piece of PCB or something. It's just like a little flex cable that runs to the backside of the battery. I see already that this battery was changed, and I ran some diagnostics on the 4080 milliamp hour battery, and it seems to be running really well. That was just a little side note. So we're gonna open this up and double check, and then this is going to, I've already ordered the part, it should be in today or tomorrow. So this is gonna turn into just a little daughter board change out right here in this area. We'll just change the whole flex because the microphone is right here in this area. I've worked with these a little more frequently lately because of the free promotions in places like T-Mobile and Metro PCS, where they give away these ZTEs for nearly nothing when you bring your number over to them. But a lot of people opt out of the insurance, so now then it becomes my deal to fix these things at a reasonable price. And right now the area that I'm in Texas it's pretty flooded, so you got to be able to give really competitive pricing if you want to keep customers for these low to mid-range phones. And yeah, it's been a little tedious, considering it's a bit more work on the ZTEs. It's just a tad bit more things that you have to do on the ZTEs compared to, let's say, an iPhone replacement, like screen replacement, battery replacement, and charging port replacement. It's really, really quick and really easy. These ZTEs tend to take a bit longer to do. The purpose of this video, again, is just going to be to kind of see the process and look into like a little breakdown of what's inside these ZTEs. The diagnostics have already been made because I'm already quite comfortable with this particular customer and their device. It's just one of the customers that they get fit into a device, and they don't really want to change it. They'd rather just spend the money to not have to change it to a new device. So this is not the first time that I've been in this particular one, I was also in the last ZTE that they were in before they went to the Blade. They were in the regular ZTE ZMAX Pro Z981. This is the 982, and they both have very, very similar insides. I think the difference predominantly is going to be like the dual camera system in the back, the fingerprint calibration sensor is a tad bit better, a little bit faster on the newer ZTE. This Blade here, it's a little bit better, but essentially it's the same. 6-inch LCD, fingerprint in the back, the 32 internal, very similar processor speeds, very similar battery. I think the Blade's battery is a little bit higher of capacity, but comparably speaking, it's pretty close. So here I am at the end here, just pulling out the last few screws. Some of these don't end up wanting to come out. But we'll just kind of turn it around and see what we get here. Because we gotta remove the frame bezel here. There you go, 2 of them came out. We'll remove the frame here and work from there. So let's see. Oh, they all came out. Okay, cool. All right. So the next job is to kind of go in here and remove that bezel or the mid frame out. You can use a tool, a plastic spudger or something, but honestly, these tend to be made in a way where everything should just click out. It's not a lot of wrestling with these things. They just, if you know where to look and where to apply pressure, then they come out pretty easy. Now, as you notice, I'm really watching myself around this flex cable. It's a big pain in the butt to rip this flex here for the fingerprint. It's just not fun to have to replace that whole section. So as you see, I've removed the frame, removed the back plate with the fingerprint sensor here. And what we're left with on top is, the camera logic board on the top, front and back camera here. This connector for the battery. I always go straight first and remove this battery before I do any kind of real work on the motherboard, just in case we don't want to short anything out. Let's see. Well, right now we're going to be leaving a lot of that alone. We want this down here. Down here we got the daughter board, and it was already tested that everything else is working. Speaker was working, touchability, camera functionality. I was able to change APN settings, which caused it not to lose its initial. It was having an initial problem of dropping calls and stuff, but just changing the software, the APN settings inside of the actual software itself was able to fix that. So the next portion is just going to be to get up in here and remove this daughter board, and with the whole charging component in there. They do sell the charging port just by itself that can be soldered, but again, it's not a problem with this phone. The charging is fine, connectivity is fine. What we're dealing with is going to be the onboard microphone that's not working. So we'll go in there and remove these little components in here that are giving us a little bit of trouble here. And then we can go forward. Yeah, we're just going. Yeah, that's good. It's just gonna come off. Checking to see. if there's any. No, it's just held on by a little bit of adhesive. Okay, so we shall go in here. And I do remember I used a little bit of glue to hold this little bad boy in place. Because last time it was acting a little funny. So as you can see, the daughter board just kind of slides out. It's got some nice adhesive at the bottom here that held it into place, and because I've kind of fiddled with it earlier, it comes out pretty easy. So just hang tight. This is gonna be the part that we change out, this whole little daughter board section, and hopefully we'll get that microphone functionality back. Just a little side note, we're located in Garland PhoneCrush Repairs and Accessories, 4301 Saturn Road inside Casa Laundromat. I'll be continuing to post these kind of little walkthroughs and stuff as I find cool little cases that haven't been cleared or solidified on YouTube or anything lately. So I hope this helps. Okay, thank you.